Hi, it's Zeina here. Thank you for joining me for this upper body warm-up and mostly opening for the triceps, shoulders and the neck. So start by sitting on your shins and you're going to have your hips onto your heels and extend your arms forward. Then you're going to place your palms down, your forearms down, and turn your palms to touch. Extend your fingers forward and rest your forehead either on the floor, or if it doesn't reach, you're going to take a block or anything that resembles it. And you're going to place your forehead on the block. If you're using the block, you're going to want your elbows to be on the block along with the forehead to be able to bend the elbows and reach the fingers up into the sky, or even placing the thumbs at the base of the back of the neck. If you're not using the block, you're going to do the same thing. While the forearms are on the floor, you bend your elbows, you walk your elbows a bit farther away from you, and you place your thumbs at the base of the neck. Wherever you are, just take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Feel the filling up of your belly, of your abdomen against your thighs. Inhale. And sigh. And one more. Extend your arms forward. Press to the pinky edge of the hands onto the floor. Lift your head to face towards the thumbs. Then open your arms, shoulder width. You can keep your palms facing in. Inhale, press. As you exhale, tuck your chin in and try to slide your fingers away from you. The hips are going to rise above your knees. Inhale with the pinky edge pressing onto the floor with the hips over the knees. Press to lift your chest up. Inhale. And as you exhale, as if you're gliding your fingers forward, but just don't move them anymore, you're going to place your forehead down. So inhale, press the pinky edge of the hands down. Lift your chest up. As you exhale, lower down. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Now, you can stay down with the forehead to the floor. You can open your knees as wide as the hips and maybe even tuck the toes if you feel more balanced there. And then you're going to inhale and imagine that you're pulling the fingers forward and the hips back. Feel a deeper stretch onto your triceps. Maybe, again, you walk your hands to touch. You drop your forearms down and you lift your fingers up to the sky. So the forearms are parallel to the wall. The triceps are facing down towards the floor. If you have more space, you're going to press the elbows, the triceps on the floor to gaze forward, and maybe you'll melt your heart down and your chin down. You can squeeze your glutes here to lengthen the lower back and then open your glutes back. So squeeze your glutes, lengthen the lower back. As you exhale, open up. Melt your ribs more down. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now inhale. Press the forearms down. Squeeze your glutes. Shift your weight more forward. Place your forearms down to the floor. Palms are facing down. And squeeze your glutes to start to lower the lower thighs, the mid thighs, the upper thighs, and hips to the floor. You can walk your forearms a bit more forward to have your elbows either under the shoulders or even more forward. Point your toes. Now, activate your inner thighs towards each other as you draw your toes a bit more in and your heels a bit more out. You're going to kind of grab all 10 toenails into the floor. And you can have your hands a bit wider than the elbows, as wide as the mat. Inhale, press your hips down, point your toes back, and as you exhale, start to lift your forearms up. You don't have to straighten your arms all the way, just make sure that there is no tension on the lower back. Up and lower your forearms down. Allow them to only hover a few times and then extend again. Move the front shoulders back and see if you can open your heart forward. A couple more times. So up with the forearms, down with the forearms. And the next time you lift them up, you can have a shoulder roll here, forward and up and back and down. Take a deep breath in. Try to draw your eye of the elbow forward and then land your elbows down to the floor again. Walk your hands to shoulder width again if you open them wide. Inhale and lift your toes up away from the floor, point them back, and as you exhale, lower them down. Up and down. So toes and feet up and then down, and then keep them up. Point your toes, heels out, bend your elbows and move the hands to align them with your low ribs, wrists under your elbows, and draw your elbows in towards the midline. Lift your legs up, lift your chest forward and up. Tuck your chin in, keep the back of your neck long, no tension on the neck. Make sure that you can move your head slightly right, slightly with ease. And then bring your hands, align them with your low ribs, tuck your toes, place your toes into the floor, and push up into a tabletop position. If the knees are slightly farther back than the hips, it's okay, just walk your knees a bit more forward. Press through the inner hands, index and thumb knuckles as you extend your right leg back, point your right toes, lift your right leg up and move your right heel into the glute. So your right knee is bent. Inhale, open up into a 3-pointed cow pose. So the right toes are going to reach to the back of the head is going to reach to the toes. And as you exhale, neutralize your spine. Inhale, open. And as you exhale, drop your forearms down to the floor. As the forearms are down, inhale, open up into cow. As you exhale, neutralize, push up, come back into a tabletop position with the hands on the floor. So inhale, open. Exhale, neutralize. Inhale, stay in the neutral. As you exhale, drop your forearms back and down into the floor. Inhale, open up into cow pose with the forearms down. As you exhale, neutralize and push up back onto the hands. You can do this with more ease, with more smoothness. So you inhale, you are on your hands, you open up. And as you exhale, you lower the forearms down. The next time you inhale, you open up. And as you exhale, bring your right knee into the chest, come onto the tips of your fingers, and place your right foot behind your right wrist. Create space as you compress the front body into the back body. Inhale, reach your arms up into your low lunge position. If the back knee doesn't seem to be comfortable here, you can take a cushion and place it under the left knee. Walk your right foot a bit more forward if you need more space. Arms up, palms are facing in. Inhale, exhale, circulate your arms back and down. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck, and as you exhale, drop your right ear to the right shoulder. If you need more stretch onto the left side of your neck, you're going to lift your right arm up and place your right hand onto the left cheek. And don't place a lot of weight here, just support gravity in the stretch. Keep your left hand down onto your left hip and magnetize your right heel back and your left toes forward. You can lift your left arm up and down a few times and as high as you want. It can stay aligned with your left shoulder or a bit higher. And then the next time your hand is aligned with your left shoulder, extend your wrist. So turn the palm to face away from you so the fingers are facing up. And imagine that you're pushing an imaginary wall away from you with your left hand. Inhale, press the head into the right hand, neutralize your chin parallel to the floor. Lift your left arm up and take hold of your right cheek with your left hand. So the right arm is in front of the left arm. Each hand is taking hold of the opposite cheek and try to kind of stretch the face from the center to the sides of the face. Just only use nice stretching of the fingers. Don't pull too much. Then slide your hands at the top of the head. Push the top of the head into the hands and then release the hands down. Place the palms onto either side of the front foot. Maybe only stay on the tips of the fingers. Inhale, shift your weight forward. As you exhale, move your right leg next to the left one into your tabletop position. If you need support, you can have blocks under your hands for these transitions. Palms are down. Inhale, find a normal 4-pointed cow pose. Open your glutes, melt your belly. And as you exhale, squeeze your glutes, neutralize your spine. Inhale, extend your left leg back, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. And as you exhale, squeeze your heel to your glutes. Inhale, open up into your three-pointed cow, toes to back of the head to toes now on the left side. As you exhale, either neutralize, then lower down onto your forearms. Inhale to open up, and as you exhale, neutralize, and then press to lift onto the hands. You can do this as slowly or as quickly. You can choose to stay in your cow pose as you lift up and as you lower down. So the main thing here is that you pull the body weight back as you lower onto the forearms and to shift your weight forward as you lift up back onto your hands. Keep your left heel to glute, and keep activating the left hamstring. Open up, and the next time you are on your hands, you're going to exhale, move your left knee into the chest, come onto the tips of your fingers, place your left foot in between the hands. Find your low lunge, arms up, inhale, exhale, circulate your arms back and down next to the hips. Keep the right hand on the outer right thigh, move your left ear to the left shoulder, and you can lift your left arm up and then place it on the right side cheek to stretch the right side of the neck. Here you can keep your right hand down, or you're going to start to lift up your right hand and lower it down and feel a different stretch on different parts of the right side of the neck. Keep your left shoulder away from the left ear as the left ear seeks the left shoulder. And then extend your right wrist. So imagine that you're pushing an imaginary war away from you. And keep leaning your left head down towards the left side. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your lower back long here. Engage your lower core by breathing with your Ujjayi breath. And then push the head up into a neutral position, chin parallel to the floor. Lift your right hand up. Take hold of your left cheek with your right hand. The right hand this time is in front of the left. Stretch the sides of your face in a very gentle way. And then press both hands on the top of the head. Top of the head into the hands, hands into the top of the head. And release the hands down. The next time you exhale, you're going to place your hands onto either side of the front foot. Stay on the tips of the fingers or onto the blocks with the hands and move the left leg next to the right. Readjust now the position of the knees. Move the hips back and then move the hips over the knees, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, circulate your arms back and down. Now sit your hips back towards your heels. Sway your hips side to side. Keep the toes tucked. Feel the stretch on the Achilles tendon. Feel the weight that you're putting onto your toes. You can move the cushion to the side if you want to. And you can take the blocks, if that's too much, place a block or a couple of blocks in between the ankles to sit on them. Or you're going to stay only sitting on the heels. So the legs can be hip-width apart or they can be together. Then you're going to try to lean back with your weight. You can use the blocks to support your hands or the floor, or you're going to keep the hands forward for more challenge of your balance, for more challenge of your core. So now the knees are facing up. Your arms are facing up as well. And then you're going to drop your hips back and down to sit onto the floor. And if this wasn't smooth at all, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just make sure that you find your way into a comfortable seat. The right leg is crossing in front of the left. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Bring your right hand in front of your chest and take hold of the back of the right hand with your left hand. Now pull your right hand towards the left side. Keep your hand aligned with your shoulder as you're extending the right elbow. Then crisscross the left eye of the elbow under the right tricep, forming like a figure 4 with your hands. Keep the palms facing back, and you can pull your right forearm into the chest a couple of times. Then lift your right elbow overhead. Keep taking hold of the right elbow with your left fingers. And now the right hand is behind your right elbow. And you're going to lower your right hand to the space in between your shoulder blades, your trapezius. So lift your right fingers to the left elbow and then down to the space in between your shoulder blades. One more time. Up and then down. Then try to stretch the skin of the right tricep with your left fingers away from your right hip and lean your upper body over to the left side. You can choose your gaze downward towards your left knee, forward, or under your right armpit. Inhale to center with your upper body. Lift your left arm up. Make a big circle with your left arm all the way behind you and place the back of the left hand on the middle back behind you. You can see if you can touch your fingers together, and if not, it's okay. Keep the space. Just move your hands away from the back and then land them again on the back. For 2, away and land. For 3, away and land. Then see if now you can walk your hands a bit closer towards each other. Again, interlace or not, it doesn't matter. And move your elbows back and in, back and in, back and in. And again, find a nice side body stretch now. Wherever the hand's position is, keep it. Gaze again towards the knee, forward or under your right armpit. Come back to center. Release the hands to the sides, inhale. And as you exhale again, bring your right hand to the left side. Take hold of the back of the right hand with your left hand and find a nice side body stretch here. Keep both sit bones rooted into the floor. Inhale, stretch deep, stretch long. Then inhale, lift up. Exhale, circulate your arms back and down to release. We're going to do this again on the left side. So now, bring your left hand towards the right as you take hold of the back of the left hand with the right hand. Crisscross the right arm under the left at the tricep level and just pull it in and away from you a few times. Then take hold of the left elbow with the right hand. Keep the left hand aligned with the right elbow and then move it to the trapezius level. Up and down. Here I'm going to turn around to show you what's happening. So down with the left fingers and then up with the left fingers. Try to keep pulling the elbows away from you, like backwards, and then circulate your right arm all the way out, back, and place the back of the right hand into the mid-back. Move the hands and the arms away from the back a few times, and then see if there's more space to walk the fingertips either closer together or to interlace. Then, with the hands staying on the back, just move the elbows back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, now you're going to lean your upper body over to the right side, keeping the interlace of the fingers or taking hold of the left elbow with the right fingers again, like we started a few moments ago, or where we were a few moments ago. Inhale, center your spine. Exhale, release the arms. Take hold of the back of the left hand with the right hand again and find a deeper side body stretch. You're gazing down towards the right knee, forward or under your left arm, but just make sure that it's okay for your neck on this day. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, circulate your arms back and down. Change the crossing of your legs. Now, have your left leg in front of the right one, just to find a bit more balance here in the seat. Press the hands on the inner legs, inner thighs, inner knees. Try to elevate your chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, chin parallel to the floor. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, move your shoulders back, puff your heart up, and move the head back, face facing up to the ceiling. Inhale, center the chin parallel, and as you exhale, move your chin in towards the chest. Lengthen the back of your neck. You can here, with the head down, move your arms back behind you. And then as you bring your arms parallel to the floor in front of you, move your head back. So arms back, palms face forward, head forward and down. Arms forward, palms down, head back. Inhale, arms back, head forward. Pump the arms a bit more back a few times. Stay here, breathe into the space where you feel the stretch the most and the deepest. Reach the pinky fingers closer together behind you. Then bring your arms forward, parallel to the floor, head back. Make sure that this doesn't hurt your neck in any way. Please listen to your own body. Notice where you can go today. And then land your hands down again onto your knees. Roll the shoulders forward and up. Sigh it out, shoulders back and down. You can turn your palms up. Close your eyes. And notice how you feel in your body as a whole, and especially along the targeted areas of the arms, of the lungs, the chest, the shoulders, the neck. Making sure that you created some space throughout your day to take care of you, to create a physical spaciousness, mental spaciousness, and emotional spaciousness. Bring your hands together in front of your chest and bow the head forward and down in gratitude for this day, for the practice. I wish you a great day ahead. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.